So the first woman of the year for me has to be Giselle Pelicot. Now, I've spoken about her on, I would love to speak to her. I've spoken about her on a few episodes this year because I have been in awe of this woman. If you don't know Giselle Pelicot, she is at the center of it. Well, is she at the center of the case? Yeah, she is. She's at a center of a case in France, which is, I think, maybe one of the biggest cases, I would say, that France has had in relation to sexual assault. And she is at the center of that case. It is a harrowing story. But in a very, very, very small nutshell, Giselle has been married to her. I believe they're still married now, but they've been married for like 50 odd years, only for her to find out just by the universe showing her that something was up. She found out that her husband of 50 odd years, his name is Dominique Pelicot, has just been drugging her and inviting men to the home to do unspeakable things to her. That's a summary. That's what's happened. And so the case is being called Mr. Everyman case because of the 50 men who he invited to the family home while she was drugged. They are from all walks of life. Like, they are firefighters, they are postmen, they are neighbors, they are Mr. Everyman, right? And she's gone into this trial. The trial has been going on for, I think it must be about 6 weeks by now. I'm hoping that there is a like, before I'm recording this, obviously before the end of the year, but I'm hoping by the end of the year that there is a verdict given. And I hope that verdict is guilty to all of them and they all spend the rest of their lives in prison. But, you know, let's see what happens. We know that sometimes these cases don't ever get the results that we need. But the way Giselle has handled herself during this case, it doesn't even make sense to me. I am in awe of this woman. And she's basically said, like, the shame is not here with me, the shame is with them. And she has put the shame back on the men who have done this to her. So she is definitely my number one. She should have been like Times person of the year. I don't know why she wasn't. I believe they gave that to a orange man in America, but she is definitely number one here for me. So Giselle Pelicot is number one woman of the year for me.